writing letters to the president expressing fears about their futures and whether they might become victims of crime. He quoted from a letter printed on the front page of the Shreveport, Louisiana newspaper.
And her letter said this: "If I could meet the president, I would ask him to make his top priority crime. Crime is so bad I'm afraid to go outside. I really didn't pay attention to crime until someone shot and killed my friend, who was one of my church members. My concern is," listen to this, "my concern is I won't have anyone to marry because all the nice young men will have been killed, incarcerated, or in a gang. If I could give only one gift to America in the world, it would be no guns, no killing, just peace." A fifth grader from Hamilton South Elementary wrote a letter she thought about sending to the president, but sent to News 4 instead. Here's what she writes. "Hi, I'm an 11-year-old girl. I want to put a stop to drugs, crime, and murder. I want to make sure that my child doesn't grow up in the world that I am growing up in. Being a fifth grader, I have a future, and my future can end when some gang comes and shoots me. My teacher teaches conflict resolutions that helps my class, but it doesn't reach every child or adult." Bob Singleton met the letter's author, Angela Runyon, and filed this report on one child's thoughts about violence.
"I worry about myself and when I have kids.
She dreams about Reba McEntire, but she has nightmares about violence.
It's just really upsetting. I mean, to see, like me, a fifth grader getting killed. Or a 4-year-old, like in New Cyrus, getting killed. For no reason."
Outside Lockbourne's Hamilton South Elementary School, fifth grader Angela Runyon, 11, talks about death.
Are you really have the concern that someone might come along and just shoot you for no reason?
Yes, I do.
Why do you have that concern?
Because look at the drive-by shootings when you see them on TV, and it makes you look up and face reality.
When you say you see them on TV, do you mean in the programs, or do you mean in the news?
In the news.
The reality.
Yeah.
So when you see something happen in another place, you worry that it might happen where you are.
Yeah.
We're going to say this is our commitment to what? Non-violence.
Long before Partners for Peace, Connie Stevens was teaching conflict resolution.
Solve our problems and get along. Miss Stevens, my teacher, tells us to carry that on to our child and to let them tell their children and carry it on. So with our part, we can do a little bit better for the world.
If she had the power, how would one 11-year-old change the world?
I'd make everybody not get hurt, like get shot, and I make no crime or no robberies and nothing like that, nothing bad, everything good.
Quite a kid, Cabot and Colleen. I asked Angela Runyon if she had a chance to talk with the president, what would she recommend to him? She said she'd have to think that over, but she's more than ready to sit down and talk with him. And I can tell you this much, if President Clinton ever sits down with that child, he better have his back straight.
You know, Bob, what's amazing about that story is just how aware a young lady the age of Angela is of the world around her.
Yeah, it's, I have trouble looking at that video myself. It's, she's quite a kid.
She's not only is she aware of it, but she's very articulate, it seems like, for her age. And it's kind of sad knowing that every day we're on the air giving these stories, that the reality is getting home to these kids.
It's heartbreaking that a child would spend so much time worried so much about such awful things. And it would be nice to think that the president or someone can help us get out of this.
Certainly joins in the call to arms there from the young people. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
As you do the